Well, it's nice and warm here in Cabela's, but tomorrow we're going to be with Garden River Outfitters
in pursuit of big whitetail bucks.
And the show starts right now.
I remember crystal clear my first hunt with Dad, chasing my first big buck mule deer with bright orange vest and old wool cap, hiking on tired legs, rifle slung across my back. There's one memory that still stands out above the rest, when Daddy looked me in the eyes and said, "Shoot straight, son, I know you can. I pray God will guide your hand. When your big chance comes around, push away all fear and doubt. Take aim, have faith, shoot straight."
Well, we made it to camp. It's nice and warm here.
It's not Hawaii for sure.
It's a little chilly, but we're excited. Looking forward to hunting together with the family. And this week, it's a very special show. We've got some special dedication.
That's right. Now, Marcia and Walker are going to be hunting with a muzzleloader for whitetails, but this show, we hope we can introduce you to a friend that was very special to us that is no longer with us. This week, Jay Guthrie was supposed to be on this hunt with us, and he passed away this spring. So we're going to dedicate the whole show to Jay.
We have a lot of great memories, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember when he came up to Montana and taught us how to shoot handguns really good.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
No.
Where we went to Africa, we did some tribal dancing.
Yeah, Mr. Guthrie and Wyatt, they were cutting the rug, weren't you? Oh.
Absolutely. Jay was a good friend of ours, and his very first rider hunt when he worked for the NRA, I brought him up to this camp, to Garden River Outfitters, Mo Heisler, and it was a special place. We came back another time, and with this going to be Walker's first time to hunt Canada, I thought, what a great reunion. We'll have Jay with us. Had it all booked, all lined up, and unfortunately he went home to be with the Lord in April at 37 years old. Let's look at some of the hunts that he did with us, some photos from that, and then we'll jump right into this Saskatchewan hunt.
This is one show you're not going to want to miss.
This one's for you, buddy.
We got everything loaded up. It's a little cold this morning, but we're all geared up.
We're going to follow these 218.
We're ready to head on in, get all set up for a big buck.
Good luck today, buddy.
Our guy just dropped us off. We're all snuggled in this blind. It's nice and warm. I got my Gerbing socks on low, and my feet are nice and cozy, so I got 8 hours on these batteries of some good warm. It's a beautiful day, just a little bit of wind. It's supposed to be really cold later in the week, the next few days. It's just starting to drop, but it's pretty chilly this morning. It was like 14 when we left camp. The sun's up. We got snow everywhere. Just gonna wait for a buck. See what happens.
Shoot Straight is brought to you by Cabela's, CVA, Power Belt, Buck Knives, Conus Optics, Realtree Camouflage, night and hail game calls. Ratchet Straps USA, Bitterroot Tool and Machine, Hodgdon Powder, Browning.
These are our Powerbelt Platinum bullets, designed especially for Magnum Charge. Platinums provide optimal on-game performance at higher velocities, making them the perfect choice for shooters who use a Magnum Charge. Powerbelt, America's #1 muzzleloading bullet.
I, Jackknife Jed, do leave it my barred rifle to the next thing that finds it. Yours truly, Jackknife Jed. Yes! A CVA Acura!
Fish on! Come on, get together.
At RatchetStraps.com, we have straps for all your needs. Motorcycle and ATV straps, tree stand safety straps, pickup truck tie-downs, car tie-downs, and much more. We custom make straps to ensure you get high-quality straps at a great price. With a large variety of colors, hooks, and ratchets to choose from, you can get straps that are perfect for your application. Order online now at RatchetStraps.com.
This is the Aerolite, our newest premium Powerbelt bullet. Designed for maximum performance at moderate velocities, they're perfect for standard loads at any distance or magnum loads at long distance. Powerbelt, America's #1 muzzleloading bullet.
You want him? Just wait. Shh, 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 shh. It's awesome. We just got down out of the blind. Went ahead and reloaded. Once I got down, I switched out my primers. Wide's running camera. It's this awesome hunt with a muzzleloader. I had so much smoke after I shot. I'm just gonna go look, but I'm hoping he is down. I saw him run just a little bit and then I lost him. But right after I couldn't see him, we heard a crash. I'm just gonna walk this little ways and see if we can see him right where I spotted him last. Let's go check it out. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good.
We finally got my buck. I am sorry we were on blood. It got later. The deer was bedding up a little bit and stopping, and we didn't want to push him, and so White and I didn't want to get too far from the blind, so we called in the guy. Look, they got on my buck, pulled him in. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. This is, I mean, unbelievable. Hunting Garden River Outfitters in Saskatchewan, we've had extreme weather. They say it's really not that cold, but it's extreme to me. It's 14 degrees. With a wind chill of about maybe 2 or 3 today. So it's been cold. Always having proper gear is always important when hunting, but when you're in extreme conditions like this, you've got to know you're going to be able to count on your gear. I used today the CVA Optima V2. It did the trick, and I tell you what, I was ready. As you can tell, I'm right here ready to gotta reload. I already put one in. I didn't have to use it again. That was awesome. The Aerolite bullets with the IMR White Hots. It's a great combination. Kona scope, and I tell you what, my Gerbings from Cabela's was definitely a must on this trip. I've got my battery operated gloves, socks, and my fleece coat. I actually got a little bit warm tracking around and moving, so I undid my outer layer because my Gerbing was giving me such warmth. It's unbelievable. It's a nice buck. I'm very, very happy with it. You know, our family had an accident not long ago, and my physical limitations, was kind of being pushed to the limit on this hunt, and I'm just very blessed and thankful. And Wyatt's been on camera. I tell you what, Wyatt, come on in here. You are awesome running camera for your mama. It's all about spending time with your family in the outdoors. We got a lot to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Walker and Chad are in another blind. They're hunting. We're praying that they're going to smoke a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Let the smoke blow out of his CVA, huh?
Hopefully.
This is awesome. We're going to get him tagged and get the buck knife put to him. Can you do a little bit more work? Are you still on the clock?
I can do it.
All right.
And now, Straight Talk Tip of the Week, brought to you by RatchetStraps.com.
Today we're in Saskatchewan and we're talking about hunting in cold weather. Now, this isn't going to be a survival course, but this is going to help you survive when you're hunting in cold weather, especially for those folks that hunt up north for big whitetails, because that's when those big boys like to move. Let's talk about sitting in the stand. Now, one thing I've learned is the longer you can sit in the stand, the higher your odds are. If you can stay out there all day, you're going to have more opportunities at deer, because a lot of times during the rut, those bucks will move midday. Now, what do we use to stay comfortable? Because if you're comfortable, you're not moving around, you're quieter, and you're more focused. We have a product you may have heard us talk about a little bit today called Cabela's Gerbings. Now, Gerbings are battery-operated clothing. This jacket I have on, it's got heat sources all through it. I just click on my battery when I get to the stand, adjust the temperature I want, and I'm good to go. The thing I like about it is a low setting is about 85 degrees and will last 6 to 8 hours. You got a medium setting in that 100-degree range, and the high setting 135 degrees, and your batteries last about 2 hours. So it just depends on how long you want to stay out there, how many batteries you want to take with you. We've got the jacket. We have the gloves, which I'm a mittens type of guy. When I tried these, I was blown away how good they were. My hands stayed warm all day, even on the low setting. And then the socks. These socks are unbelievable. You may have seen the old battery-operated socks years ago. These things are a million times better. They're great. So go to Cabela's, either go to one of their great stores or check them out online. It's Gerbings, G-E-R-B-I-N-G-S, Gerbings. You'll be warm, and when you're warm, you'll stay in the stand longer. What's that mean? More and bigger deer. And that's your Straight Talk Tip of the Week.
To be a waterfowl hunter, you have to be able to adapt. Everything from decoying to the way we scout to the way we set up in the field. Everything that's gone into the new era of camouflage is amazing to me as well. New reeds are added, new colors of grasses, new shades, new backgrounds. And now you look at the Max 5 pattern and you get into any kind of situation, whether it's a cornfield, flooded timber, reeds, you have something that will hide you. The camouflage pattern does the rest.
My name is Ashley J with another legendary hunting tip from Nightingale.
When you see a deer that's out of range, make sure to time your call based on wind direction. Deer approach sound from downwind, so holding off on your call until he's in front of you will force him to cut back towards you instead of around where he will catch your scent.
A legendary hunt starts with a legendary call. Nightingale Game Calls.
Bitterroot Tool and Machine is a full-service precision CNC machine shop,
Specializing in design to production.
serving the aerospace, mining, munitions, and firearms industry.
Also home of the Grainmaker. They specialize in custom reloading machines.
Specialty services include engineering, stamping, tool and die, machining, grinding, powder coating, and parts assembly.
Bitterroot Tool and Machine, where their motto is, do right by the customer.
Whatever hell you hunt in. Browning's rugged, all conditions Hell's Canyon technical clothing has everything you need to get there and back. Browning Hell's Canyon. See you there.
With extremely cold temperatures, it's great to have the vehicles running, and we're headed in.
What? He's quartering. What? You ready? Do I need to aim for him quartering? Alright, you ready?
This one's for you, Mr. Guthrie.
Yeah, I got him! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! 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 He's going over there. I think he's going down. Yeah!
Woo. Nice deer, Walker.
Thank you.
Check him out.
Man, this is awesome.
Big Canadian 8-point.
This week recipe from the field, I've got Wyatt in the kitchen. We're gonna make elk lo mein.
It's gonna be good.
I think it's got some noodles and some elk. We got a lot of other goodness we're gonna mix.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you just hungry?
I'm starving.
I think that's why he likes helping me in the kitchen, but that's okay. We have fun. We've got our lo mein noodles that we've already boiled in some hot water. They only take about 3 minutes to actually boil up. This is some sesame seed oil. I'm gonna pour it all in there, and you kind of just mix that in. Oh, there you go. Just keep tossing that oil there. And here I've got my skillet, but I'm actually gonna put some olive oil in my hot pan here. With a bit of little onion, chopped up onion or onion flakes. And then we're going to add our broccoli. So we're going to go ahead and stir fry that and let it cook. Now I've already got my elk chops, my steak from the butcher block, and I went ahead and took about a pound of it, vacuum sealed in those individual packages that they do for us, and went ahead and chopped them up just into like a good bite-sized steak size for the mixture here. Okay, you got, that's probably good, so don't over mix it there. There we go. We're going to stir fry this broccoli up, and then we're going to add everything else in. Okay, we got this broccoli stir fried. I'm actually going to add in a little bit of baby corn. Daddy likes that baby corn in his dishes, doesn't he? Now what I'm going to do is move that broccoli over just a little bit where I've just got a little bit of that oil in the bottom of my pan. I've got some ground ginger and some garlic. But I want to kind of mix that in the bottom of my pan before I mix it all in my broccoli mixture. So I'm just kind of making it like a little bit of a paste here. Okay, Wyatt, we've got that broccoli, stir fry, corn. You've got these noodles. We went ahead and dumped them in that pan. Tell you what, we've got some beef broth here and some soy sauce. Okay, and a little bit of brown sugar. Take your little scooper and there we go. Now mix that in there. I'm going to turn your burner on real low. We don't want to, try to mix that. There you go, you got it good. I'm going to go ahead and add my elk chops here, my elk steak, and let it start cooking in with this broccoli, garlic, and all this seasoning. Woo-wee! Tell you what, there's nothing like this venison meat, and it's very healthy for you. It's extremely good. Okay, Wyatt, my mixture's done. How about you give me a good scoop of that?
There you go.
I bet our cameraman wouldn't mind sampling this out, huh? We might eat it all up though before he gets to it. Broccoli, baby corn, elk meat, all the seasoning.
Great.
On a sesame ginger chow mein noodle. Woo, delicious. Tell you what, this is one recipe you're going to want to try. Check us out on shootstraighttv.com with all the information on our website. Also, where can they go?
Facebook.
Facebook. Like us on Facebook to get your next recipe from the field. We'll see you next week.
This is a family legacy, so making sure that this company continues at the level of an American icon. It's more than just products. It is a heartfelt desire to inspire confidence in people so that if they're out on an adventure in everyday life, they've got a trusted companion that they can depend on. When there's a family name behind it, you just got to pay attention.
Cutting-edge technology, CONUS has done it again.
The new M30 series is recommended by the National Tactical Officers Association.
They gave CONUS perfect scores in performance, quality, and accuracy.
Designed for hunters and tactical shooters with a built-in level bubble for accurate long-range shooting.
All scopes have an engraved reticle system providing durability with that famous lifetime replacement warranty.
Ask your dealer for the CONUS Pro M30s.
And shoot like a pro.
CONUS,
what's your game?
We're up here with Garden River Outfitters. Walker turned 12 this last year so he could finally hunt Canada in Saskatchewan, and you did it. You hung tough. It was cold.
It was.
A couple of these mornings we've been coming out, snowing, down below zero. Got to have the right gear, and underneath all these layers we started with the proper stuff. We've got the Cabela's Gerbings on. You can see my jacket right here, and it's battery operated. This stuff's incredible.
It works.
Did you ever get cold?
No.
No, sitting on the stand all day, had the good boots from them, and you can see our little red lights are on our gloves too. I'm a mittens type of guy, and so when I can find gloves, this is great. Now this buck is beautiful, big 8-point, shot it with your muzzleloader.
I did, accurate MR with the nitride finishing.
That nitride finish, weather impervious. I mean, when you're in these cold, wet conditions, you want a gun that's going to hold up, and that'll do it. And the load you were using was a power belt, arrow lights, 250 grain with IMR White Hots powder, 100 grains of powder, and you got it done. Well, we have a tradition. We always thank the Lord when we have a harvest, and why don't you thank Him for giving you this animal? I like our hat here on this.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting me be able to be in your creation and get a hunt with my dad and be able to shoot a beautiful deer. Thank you for all you've given us. Amen.
Amen. Well, this is incredible. You know, we're sitting here today and we're reflecting on this deer. And this is a special place for me. Several years ago, in fact about 10 years ago, I brought a young rider up here who was a good friend of mine. His name was Jay Guthrie. And it was Guthrie's first industry rider hunt, as I do the media relations for CVA. And he was working at the NRA at the time, and John Zent said, hey, I got a guy, I know you'll like him, I want you to take him on a hunt. I say good friend because we became great friends over the years. And so we brought him up here, and Guthrie took a couple nice deer over the years, and he was supposed to be with us on this hunt, but this last spring he went home to be with the Lord at 37 years old, and we miss him because he was supposed to be in a stand this week with us, and pretty special. Walker, before a shot, he said, this one's for you, Guthrie. Remember, take time with your family. Enjoy God's great outdoors. We'll see you next week.
Shoot Straight is brought to you by Cabela's, CVA, Power Belt, Buck Knives, CONUS Optics, Realtree Camouflage, Night and Hail Game Calls, Ratchet Straps USA, Bitterroot Tool and Machine, Hodgdon Powder, Browning,
Additional products provided by Roper Apparel, High Drift Boats, Ashley Quarter Horse Ranch, Aaron Payne DDS, The Butcher Block, SKB Cases, Husky Liner, Hatchie Bottom Products, Stampede Products, Camp Chef, Atchison Taxidermy. Closed captioning provided by Butler Bags, the official sleeping bag of Shoot Straight TV.
My first hunt with Dad, chasing my first big buck mule deer, with bright orange vest and old wool cap, hiking on tired legs, rifle slung across my back. There's one memory that still stands out above the rest, when Daddy looked me in the eyes and said, "Shoot straight, son, I know you can. I pray God will guide your hand. When your big chance comes around, push away all